You're listening to That Home Loan Hub. I'm Zibuni Salimova, here to make home loans and property investing simple, smart and stress-free. Let's get you closer to your property dreams. Hello and welcome to the Home Loan Hub. Today I'm joined by Brett Trilford. Hello, Brett.
Hello, Zibuni. How are you?
Good. How's it going in your life?
Cold.
We're in the middle of winter. What do you expect?
I'm wearing shorts. I got claustrophobic legs, so I'm always cold.
Claustrophobic legs? I've never heard that description before. What does it mean?
When I put pants on, I just feel funny. So I'm always wearing shorts, but that's my problem for winter.
You sound like my second child.
Hey.
He wears shorts 24/7.
He's got the same issue, claustrophobic legs.
Claustrophobic legs. I'm going to use that next time. Brett, today I've invited you because you are multiple things to me.
Oh.
You are my go-to for anything to do with gas issues and plumbing.
Thank you.
But you're also a good friend.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah. And you're also a very good client.
Oh, thank you.
You ticked all the right boxes for being an awesome client. You were patient.
Yeah.
You were kind. You were not annoying. And you just did what we told you to do.
Hey, I try to.
That was awesome. But you've got a really cool, magnificent story behind you. And I remember we were talking about your story when you dropped by one day and you were doing some stuff for me. And we started to talk about your upbringing and your childhood. And this is why I thought you will make a fantastic guest on this show. Because what it shows is that with the right attitude and work ethics, you can actually break out of a cycle.
Yeah, totally.
So without further ado, go ahead, my friend, and share your story.
Well, I think it starts from when I offered you a sauna and you took it up straight away because I had a spare sauna and I came and built a sauna in your garage so I could get rid of a sauna because I had my garage full of parts and I had a sauna. So Exhibit's got a lovely sauna.
I was trying to keep it a secret, Brett.
Oh, no, it's not. It's broken. That's what it is. It doesn't work. But no, when I was talking to you about it, we were just having a chat and obviously you do our mortgages.
Yeah.
And so I was just talking to you about what my job means to me, which means it gives me an escape from where I have been financially when I was growing up. Come from a single mother household and she had or has rheumatoid arthritis. So she was on a benefit and it's been really hard on her. But now she's bought a house and she's working. So everyone's winning. And it was quite cool that my job has given me the ability to pull out of that system.
So you summarized our 3-hour conversation into a 1-minute summary. Let's dive a little bit deeper. So growing up, did you guys own a house?
No, we lived in a house that was so cheap because they owned a bunch of houses on the beach in Rosetta Road. That's the rich street, Rosetta Road. The $1 million, yeah, exactly, the $1 million mile. And we were right beachfront, but the guy was just land banking. So there was no carpet, there was no heating, but we had the best views. So I loved it growing up. And we didn't own a house. We had a car. It was a Mitsubishi Tredia and it had a hole that you could see the road and mushrooms were growing in it because it would leak. So in the carpet, we'd have to clear the mushrooms out after it rained. Wow. And there was rust holes in the door, but my uncle was a mechanic, so he taught us how to paint and buff and hide the rust. So growing up, we never had a car with a warrant of fitness or anything. So a little bit illegal, but we're definitely on the lower scale of financial.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun. You look back at it, you see it as fun, but you don't, at the time you think, but it was just my normal. So I loved it.
Yeah.
Heaps of fun.
And you have a sister?
Yep. She is a archaeologist in Auckland.
That's a cool job.
It is pretty cool, but she doesn't find, it's not like Indiana Jones. She's not going catching treasure and running around the world.
I just imagined her sitting there dusting.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, sitting there and talking to digger drivers. So I don't think it's that cool.
Nice. Okay, so single mama, raising you guys, making ends meet. And when did you realize for yourself that, hold on a second, what can I do for myself?
Well, I've always been the provider for my family, even as younger, so I'd have to fix things. And my granddad was a mechanic as well, and he taught me to fix things. So I was always I was the man around the house, so it was kind of my life. And then I got a scholarship when I was about to leave school to do art, painting and carving and that, and I really, really wanted to. And obviously my mum, with the chip on her shoulder, being, financially, she kind of gave me the real chat was, name one rich artist that we know. I couldn't. Every artist kind of had a great life, but they weren't rich. And she said, name one poor plumber. and I couldn't. So I was like, well, I guess I'm getting a trade. So I went and got a trade, and that was the direction that I'm glad I took. You know, like we've now built a studio in our backyard so I can have that outlet for art. But if I didn't have my job, I couldn't have the outlet. I'd only have the art, which would become a job, which you don't enjoy. So I'm happy I've gone down the trade route, and it's fun having a trade job, but it's definitely taxing on the body. I've just got a cortisol injection in my shoulder. I've had my knees chopped apart and fixed up, but it's fine. Every job comes with a sacrifice. So,
and I think this is a very important word here that you've used, the sacrifice. This is something I see in a lot of younger generation. I mean, you and I are a bit of dinosaurs here. Younger generation don't like that word. No. They're like, why should I sacrifice my lifestyle? You know, I want to have it all.
Yeah. I'm massive on sacrifice. Every apprentice I get, or person that works with me, I ask them what their goal is and what they want to do, and they tell me they like this and like that. And I was like, well, I'll just not pay you then. And I was like, if you enjoy problem solving, I'll just pay you the bare minimum. And I was like, you're doing your job for money. It's a financial decision. You're sacrificing your time. You're sacrificing your energy because that's what it is. And, you know, so that's how I look at it. Like, I've sacrificed a lot, not like any virgins or anything into a volcano, but like I just gave up and just work. I've done not much traveling, but in a pretty good position now from doing it all. So now we're looking at doing some traveling and be a bit of fun.
And that's the thing, right? Like you work hard and then you reap those rewards.
Oh, absolutely.
You see it now that your hard work pays off.
Yeah.
So who taught you about money? Who taught you about being good with money? Because a lot of like younger people I know that go into trades, they earn good money, and then they go and waste it all on a Friday, Saturday night. Did you do that?
Nah, I didn't make good money for a long time. Probably to about I was 30-something, I made pretty bad money. More my employers kind of treated me like shit and didn't give me good money. But that's just how the trade world works. It's 1 in 12 is usually a good employer. A lot of them are just quite hard on you and quite pushy. And so I didn't really have good money and I didn't have good financials. I had cars I couldn't pay for, and not that they were flash, I couldn't pay for it, I didn't get paid well. So what that taught me was to work harder, become smarter, become better, and then I could get good money. So then I started making good money in a different company in town, and that gave me the opportunity to learn about money. And I always a believer that you should learn from someone. So I talk to people that are good with money, and these aren't the people with the gold watches and the flash clothes. These are the people that I look at and think, why aren't you at work in the middle of the day? And they're out there doing whatever they want, and they've got everything you could dream of, and they're happy and they're chill. And so I learned from them is that money, you work with your money to work for you. You don't just leave it alone. Like, they're always doing something with their money. So every one of their rental properties, they're there making sure it's okay. Every one of their boats, they're ensuring it's maintained and kept, and their batches, they've constantly got the finger in the pie with everything they do. And that's kind of what I've learned as well. Like, they're not just willy-nilly, and they won't go just do a flash holiday. They'll do a holiday they want to do, you know, like, so I was like, so that's kind of, I've been learning from some people about money, just heaps of different people, but yeah, clients, anyone that's doing well, I kind of listen to them.
That's really interesting, because often I find, like, if you haven't been brought up with money education, you know, the financial education, it's really hard to try to find your own feet and try to find that information out there. But it's that internal hunger that you suddenly have, and you're like, I want to learn more.
Yeah.
How can I do better in life?
And that's exactly it. I listen to people. I watch what people do. Not that I'm special. I just know I don't know. So one of my things I've tried to teach myself is I don't know anything. So I'm always learning from people. So I'm like watching how people do things. I won't ask. I might ask, but I'll just kind of watch how people do stuff and what people are doing and how they're doing it. And
that's a really good attitude to have. I think when you come to things with clear and open mind instead of going, I know it all. Yeah,
exactly. And people think they know it all with rentals. Like, I'm just going to buy 6 houses and do them up and sell them. And then they buy these houses like, oh, it's not even worth buying to do up. It's better off bowling and land banking. So I've seen a lot of people my age trying to do stuff like that. And I just play it by ear and see what I can find and see if it's going to work. So it's kind of got to tick a few boxes. But imagine if you could buy the rental that ticks all the boxes, or do the financial investment that does everything perfectly. I just don't think it exists.
No, it doesn't. And that's another mystery that people need to really get out of their heads is that they're waiting for a perfect time. They're waiting for perfect interest rates. They're waiting for perfect economic climate.
Yeah.
They're waiting for perfect rental to pop up.
Yeah. One of my feelings is the best time's now. The second best time is 10 years ago. So it's like, or it's the other way around. But that's how I just do everything. So I was like, man, if I'm going to regret this now, I'm going to really regret it in 10 years. So I'm going to jump on it. And that's how I feel. Unless, I'm not going to go and spend beyond my means, but.
You've got a sidekick, I think, that keeps you reined in.
Yeah, well, she tries to. The other day I bought a taxidermy horseshoe crab because I've got a wall of, I call it the kidney of curiosity, and I just buy stuff I like. And I've never seen a horseshoe crab, so I was like, oh, there's a taxidermy horseshoe crab. So I bought it. You know the horseshoe crabs? Yeah. So I just bought it's about 1/2 metre long horseshoe crab now. It's in my cabinet of curiosities, and she's hates it. She hides it down the other end of the house, and I love it. It's got my megalodon tooth, my fossilised woolly mammoth bone. It's got heaps of cool stuff in it.
Lovely.
She hates it.
You know what? I've got a glass cabinet. I'm going to gift it to you so you can display some more cool stuff. And
heaps of cool stuff.
And I hope you invite me over to
have a look at my uranium glass collection. I love it. I got a radium clock, from Radium Girls, the girls that used to paint radioactive stuff on clocks in England. And they'd suck on the paintbrushes and their faces would dissolve.
Oh my God, I've never heard of that. So
it's a radioactive clock. It's pretty cool.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, yeah.
That's horrific.
No, it's cool. It's really cool. It's interesting.
But see, the things you could achieve, the things you could buy.
Hey, radioactive clocks and woolly mammoth bones.
Right? And that's the thing. Like, imagine you being a 10-year-old boy thinking, crap, I can never buy things I want.
Well, that's what I think my problem is, because I was that 10-year-old boy and I couldn't have the stuff. Now I'm that 10-year-old man just buying heaps of stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's great fun. But I try to involve everybody in the stuff I do. Like, at Christmas last year, I bet our staff that I was the best drone flyer, and they said, no, I'm a better drone flyer. I was like, no, they don't own drones. So I was like, so what I did is went on to grab one and bought heaps of cheap drones, about 6, and we had a massive drone race, but it was drone demo derby, so there was no rules unless your drone can't keep flying, you out. So if you can keep flying and you can attack each other with the drones and you can, so we did that. And so like, obviously that cost a bit of money, but I involve my staff as well in that kind of playfulness with money. I don't want to just constantly save. I quite like enjoying it as well. Obviously, I wish I could enjoy it and traveling the world and not have to worry about it. But in my means, I can enjoy it the way I can. Stupidly. I know it's a terrible financial decision. You shouldn't say that. Go buy drones and play demo derby with drones in the backyard of a workshop. But
lucky for you, we've got a disclaimer here. This is not a financial advice.
This is not a good financial advice. This is terrible financial advice.
But what you're showing me, Brett, really is, look, you work hard, right? And then you want to play hard. There's nothing wrong with it. If you only played hard
that's
played
the problem.
hard, then we've got a problem.
Exactly. And I appreciate my guys that work for us, and they work really hard. So I constantly give them that chance where I let them play hard on my ticket as well, so they don't have to spend their money, because they've all got families and stuff to look after. I don't want to put that financial stress that I had growing up with a family on them, because they do work so hard. I don't want to see it for them. Yeah.
So when did you go on your own?
That was 2020. I think I was working for someone, and then COVID hit, and I was the only certifying plumber and gas fitter in the company. So everything was under my ticket, which I didn't like. And then what happened is the hit, and then he paid me the bare minimum. And I said, oh, no. Like, but he made me do the call outs. So I was still doing all this work, but he's getting paid nothing. And I said, I had more about 50 hours worth of perkies a week, which is cash work, which is terrible financial advice. But I hated doing cashies because you don't make good money. You end up working harder. You work weekends and nights. So I just had enough. I said, I'm starting a business and see how it goes. I had no real business goals, and I still don't. It's real weird. People ask us, what's your drive? And I'm like, getting through the week. And I quite like having the business like that. I want my business to be for the team and for customers. I think our main goal was to be part of a community in business and get that reputation. It's just the name, and people can call us up and have a yarn and we can fix it. And it's just that someone can respect their plumber, or not respect, but more like you can just contact your plumber, like, oh, can you sort this out? And like, yeah, sweet, I'll sort it out. And that's the kind of business my business goal is probably the same with you and your mortgage broker. You're known for it. And that's what I want to be as well, known for the plumbing, and people can contact us. So that's how I kind of started my business, working for people, and it kind of grew. And then I specialise in certain gas fitting for caravans and boats and boiler rooms and hospitals, and then it's got out of control. And that's why I'm always late.
By the way, guys, Brett was very late today.
Yeah,
the whole 14 and a half minutes late.
It wasn't 15. You're saying 15, but my clock said 14.
Yeah. So I do apologize for that.
Yeah, good.
But look, you opened your gas and plumbing business 5 years ago. 5 years ago now? Right. And then earlier this year, or was it last year, you went and decided to open another business.
Yeah, because my love for plumbing is drain unblocking, because it's like, have you watched those videos online and they unblock a drain and you just see that satisfying, it just flows away? Do you watch those ones? It's so satisfying though. It's like pimple popping, and I can't really go from plumbing to pimple popping.
I was about to say pimple popping.
Yeah, but I love it. And it's disgusting work, but it's So we made a good profit on a job, and I was afraid, because I don't like sitting on profit. I think we should constantly be growing. And at some stage you get to that point where you can't grow anymore, and we're almost there with some tools, but I love buying tools. And we decided to open a drain unblocking business called Blockbusters. And we got too busy to do anything with Blockbusters, but the business is set up, and we're at that stage now where we're going to start pushing it out there. And it's specialised drain unblocking, locating with a fixed price. So most people who have a blocked drain don't want to see someone come in and dig up their backyard and fix it, because usually you can unblock it and say, hey, this is your problem, this is your solution. We unblock it and we say that to you. We tell you where it is, we can give you a price for the solution, but we get you going. And we've had heaps of success. Every job we do is great success. It's just that we haven't been able to push it out there because I've just been too busy, which is the story of my life. So it's just a bit of fun, but I love it. I love Blockbusters. That's my favourite. I love it. We've done it so it's all like 70s theme and in brown, because you kind of expect brown for drain unblocking, and I love it. It's my favourite. I could do it full time. I love it.
I was about to say, do you want to share the name of the company? Because I love the name.
Yeah, the Blockbusters. It's good, eh?
Oh, who came up with this?
Me.
You did.
Bryony wanted something a bit more professional. I was like, let's do. I don't want to get like a plunger on a spring. You know, on Ghostbusters, they had the ghost. I want to have that on the top of the van bouncing around. And she said no. And I was like, oh, please. So we're going to do it.
You're going to do it.
I'm going to have to do it.
So what's Bryony's outlet for fun?
Hers is exercise, because she's fit. And she loves going out for dinners and stuff like that. She loves travelling, and we've got a trip booked in Ireland next year with plumbers. They do a thing, so it's quite easy. So she's got that type of stuff, and she goes out quite a lot with her friends for dinners and stuff. And I think that's her route. She's a real foodie, so she loves that. And I'm the opposite. I just kind of have noodles or a soup or water soup for dinner. I'm not too bothered.
Yeah.
I just don't like going out. So she's fine. She goes out all the time. So that's her. She's a real foodie. So she goes out and shopping and gets real nice food. And I used to be skinny before I met her. Did you know that?
But she exercises and you don't.
Yeah, because I'm always like at home late and I'm like, oh, I'm tired.
So question to you, what sort of upbringing did Bryony have? Did she have a similar upbringing to you, or was she raised with money?
No, I think, you know how you look at everybody, everyone else was raised with money compared to you. But no, she had a hard upbringing. She was had her dad working all the time, and her mum and her 4 siblings, and she was the middle kid. So, you know, so she kind of pushed herself to dance and exercise a lot more. So she does Irish dancing. Have you seen her do it? Kicking her little feet. Oh, you got to get it going. It's real funny.
Okay.
She's really, really good. So she's represented New Zealand and gone around the world and stuff and done all that type of cool stuff with it.
Yeah.
So her upbringing was different, but no one has a good one, but everyone looks back at it and thinks it was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know?
But did she know more about money than you?
I don't know. I think she thinks of it differently. She's a bit more scared about money because her parents didn't talk about it. Mm-hmm. And that's how I look at it, because my mum always used to tell us, you can only have this because this is literally all I've got. So I was like, okay. So $1 equals $1, you know, and that's how I look at it. So $1's always $1, no matter which way it goes. So Bryony was her family never talked about money, but they would go on holidays and she didn't really understand it. And I'm not trying to say she doesn't understand about money, but I see it completely different to her. Yeah. So I think X equals X.
Yeah.
She can sometimes see it differently.
The reason I'm digging into this is because I'm really passionate lately about money and money personalities and how money plays out in relationships. Because did you know, like 90% of marriages really break up, not because someone cheated, but because the money personalities just don't match.
I'll be really pissing her off then with horseshoe crabs.
and that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because people will go and make choices in life because they're driven by their own money upbringing. And if they don't communicate well enough with their partner about money, then that creates issues. And then that stems into other issues. But it all because of money.
It's true. It's definitely true. We have a few squabbles about money. And the rental we bought, everyone says that after they buy a rental. Like, oh, my bloody rental. Anyway, it's great. Great position, great bones, great everything. But every time you get a rental, you say, oh, the rental. So we've got to do a new bathroom, a new kitchen, but I'm the man for the job, right?
I was about to say,
I know, exactly. And then she's like, oh, we want to do it properly. He's like, we want to do it properly, but it's a rental. I'm a cheapskate at heart. Yeah. She's the opposite. We could go this colour. I was like, I like white for a rental because it's cheap and easy. It matches everything. And we want to keep it as a rental. It's a fantastic rental, location, make it perfect for someone to move in. So we've got it to a white kitchen and white bathroom, which is cool. It's all going to be new and modern and stuff, but yes, we see it with our relationship a lot. And I said, I looked at the driveway, it's pretty knackered. And I'm like, oh, my apprentice has got to learn how to use concrete mixers so he can pour the concrete, so I'm trying to do it cheap. And she's like, why don't we just get someone in? I was like, because we're not millionaires. I want to, but we all would love to get someone in. But just being a bit of a cheapskate.
It's funny, like the last few months, I've spent time in my shop getting the shop office space looking good, right?
Yeah.
So I'm learning the tools.
Yeah.
I've learned how to paint. I've learned how to jib. I've learned how to buff the walls.
Look at you go.
Oh, God.
Hey, I've got some walls you can do. Show me how to do it. I'll give you a couple rooms to do. You just show me. I'm like, man, you're awesome.
Let's go. We'll do a barter.
Yeah, done.
I'll do the walls for you. You do the plumbing.
Yeah, sweet. Easy.
Because I've got 2 rentals in the bin.
I know. Well, actually, I don't know if it's worth it for your rentals. Rentals.
Rentals, right? And that's the thing. Like, we all have some sort of rental horror story.
Yeah,
and
totally.
I haven't even shared mine yet, but that's a thing that you've got to be prepared for.
Oh, you just go with the punches, eh? Like, if you could buy the perfect rental, like a mansion house that someone's going to move into and take care of, wouldn't it be nice? But that's the thing with sacrifice. You just got to go in and give up some of your time, give up some of your money, and then we're getting it to a point so that we can just hand it over to the rental manager and ignore it.
Yeah.
We want to let someone get in there. It's fully fenced, so one of the customers is one of my kind of financial, not advisor, like he's kind of like
mentor,
and he directs me and he says,
I am your financial advisor.
Can
I just insert?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, rentals Ebony, so nah, I'm kidding.
Your mentor.
Yeah, he's kind of said, get a customer with a dog and look after them and leave them alone, because if you can give the right person with the right dog, they'll treat it like their house.
Yeah.
But you don't get the people with the 10 cats, he said. Dog, one cat, mags.
Are you looking at me now, Brad?
No. It's just like those people, you go to some of those houses, you're like, you don't have 10 cats.
No, my tenant did.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we allowed 1 cat.
Yeah.
And then we allowed 2. And before we knew it, all her cats apparently started breeding. And she had like 10 cats by the time she was leaving.
Yeah.
So
great.
I know.
Rental, say.
Yeah. But see, I was always that sort of landlord as well, where I allowed pets, because when I was a tenant myself, 15, 16 years ago, and I wanted a rental place, and I arrived at this place, and this lady was just so lovely, and she was like, yeah, you can have this, and I said, look, I do have a cat, and she went, oof. And I could just see the look on her face. And I said, look, don't worry, I'll look after the place really well. I've got a well-behaved cat, and, we'll look after your place, and I'm happy to pay for any damages. And she said, that's fine. And my cat never did any damage.
No.
Because, like owner, like cat. Just saying, my cat was awesome. And since then I decided that if I will become a landlord, I will give that opportunity to my tenants, because often tenants are look down.
Yeah, exactly.
If they have a pet. But that pet is not just a pet, it's actually their companion.
It's part of their family as well.
Yeah.
And that's why we wanted, we bought the rental for location. Great bones, great everything, but location's always priority one whenever we buy something. That's one I'm a big believer in, is because you can buy the best house, but it's still just the best house in the worst area. And so it's awesome spot. And so we're going to try get a family in because it's walking distance to the schools and the shops and everything. So it's
Yeah.
the perfect family home. Or someone that wants to live closer to the town, you know, retiree or something. So we want to give them the chance to have whatever they want. It's a long driveway, 3-car garage. We're literally going in with the rubbish truck soon and just throwing everything out, just so we can give them a clean slate. Let them do the gardens. We're going to dig all the gardens out and just mulch it. So leave the fruit trees, just let them do whatever they want. And just give them the opportunity. You know, I'm always big in giving someone the opportunity before barking down on them. So, and that's what I felt when we grew up in rentals as well, that I know what you mean being looked down on. It's like, that's pretty hard.
Yeah. And I think, Sid, this is why you're going to do well in life, because you keep remembering your humble roots, the upbringing that you had. You know, you're not just shutting the door on that and going, that didn't happen. I'm now this cool business owner. You know, I've got two businesses and I've got rentals. You know, you don't forget that part of you.
Nah.
It's part of you.
Yeah, it makes me love working. Like when we have time off, I'll get the jitters after about 5 days. I'm like, I haven't done anything. So when we get back, Bryony's always like, you'll be in the office for the first few days, and I just don't go to the office. I go out on the tools and do something, and I just get jittery. And that's just because straight after school I worked, and I like working, and it's one of those things that if everyone doesn't like working, but like you get to that point where you realise you just got to work and it's fine. It's not the end of the world, and just enjoy your work. So we try to teach the guys to enjoy their work and give them a time to enjoy their work. So one of our first things on all our timesheets is they have to clean their van out. It's just part of it, and we allow for that and we pay for it. It's just, I want everyone to have a clean slate every day, start the day off right. So you give people the time to do what they need to do properly. We find that they're way more efficient during the day because they've got rid of their rubbish, they've got all the parts they need for the day, and there's no rush. So we see efficiency go up. But we looked at doing have you seen a lot of people do like 4-day working weeks and trades? We couldn't do it. I don't know how people can do it, but yeah. We've looked at other people, how they do their business, but we just decided to do it our way.
I think, you know, the way I look at it, and I look at my team often, if they enjoy what they do, it doesn't feel like work.
No, exactly.
Like you get exhausted mentally from hating what you're doing, like going to work that you hate. That exhausts you more. Even if you went for 3 days a week, it would still be killing your soul.
Totally.
But if you actually love what you do, like often my team, I have to tell them to shut off and go to sleep because some of them would be working until midnight. And I'm like, what are you doing? Go away.
Weirdos, eh?
Another one will be logging in at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, what are you doing? Go have breakfast, go exercise. But they'll love it. They love sitting down and working. And especially when it's quiet as well, when there's no external noise of, you know, the bank's calling us, the client calling us, etc.
It's the best time to work, when there's no one talking to you.
Yeah.
You start getting in the flow and you're just going for it.
Exactly. And look, for a while I was stopping them from it because I was feeling like the worst boss in the world. I'm like, I'm not making them work. And imagine they'll be chatting with their friend going, oh yeah, I got up this morning to work.
Slave driving me, yeah.
Right. And because I'm from an ex-Soviet country, immediately I have the tag to me of a hardworking.
No, I always see you doing nothing. Just always standing around, Vanessa, just absolutely mucking around. You're the opposite.
Right.
Maybe that's just your upbringing.
Maybe my upbringing. But for those that don't know me, Brett is making a joke. But you know what I mean? Like it's really hard because, and that's what I had to challenge myself with and go, okay, if that's what they want, if that's what works for them, then I'll let them. But then during the day, they might have a doctor's appointment. They might have to go and get their children. They might have to drive their parents to, you know, whatever. And I let them because I see how hard my team works.
Totally.
So I think you and I are on that basis of we just do what works for our business.
Yeah. Every day is different. And I tell my guys, like, you just got to let me know. Just go for what you got to do. You know, obviously work's work because I kind of put it in their head, this is your job. Like that's a financial decision. You come here to make money. So I want you here to make money, but look, your life comes first. Your family comes first. All that comes first. You tell me, one of my guys has got 4 kids and he's like, hey, one of the kids is sick. I'm like, oh, that's it. I know he comes to work when he's sick, but he uses his sick days to look after his kids. I'm like, I get it. Is that the text I get? And I'll text him, will you be back tomorrow? Is it really bad? And he goes, I'll let you know at the end of the day. And there's none of that issues. And they feel comfortable to come in and out of work. And they'll do extra work for me as well. And it's great, you know, and it's that same type of respect you got to give them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's give and take, right? I mean, nothing good comes out from terrorizing your workers and making. And I mean, I'm sure you and I worked under those people.
Yeah, totally.
And again, that's why, they're helped us to understand money and want to do well in life.
Yeah.
And then also working under horrific bosses.
Yeah, it's really helpful. You look back at it now, but at the time you think, man, wish I could win lotto.
Honestly, like I had to, survive certain things because I needed visa, I needed residency, and I just had to carry on working in environments that I didn't want to be in. But you just have to do what you have to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I wouldn't say mine's as hard as yours, but mine was a bit more. You could imagine trade stuff on site with drain unblocking. That's why it's a passion.
That's why it's a passion.
It's a love job.
Yeah.
I've learned to love it. I had to.
If you can't get over shit.
Yeah, I had to get through it. I had to get right straight through it. I love it.
Literally and physically. Brett, what would you share with someone that in their early 20s looking to get on a ladder, what sort of things they could be thinking of right now? Be a big brother now.
Okay. I would say control your spend is probably what it is. So a lot of people want flash things. I finally got a car that gets a warrant of fitness, is what I'd say. Like I finally did it. My car before this was a RAV4 and I bought it off my mum because she kind of didn't survive. But then I registered it as a tractor and we used it just to go to the beach and stuff. So like I've always kind of had shit cars and shit things, except for work stuff. So I'd say limit your spend and just live basic. That's going to save you a lot more money. And it's not to save you money. It means you can put your money towards the thing. Like I have savings and I do care about savings, but I'm more about buying things properly because you can have all the savings in the world, but it's still $1 equals $1. But when you buy a house, it makes you more money than that $1 sitting there in the savings. And so I think you can do that. You have to save up obviously for your deposit, but be ready to sacrifice all your time to buy a dunga bird of a house, put your effort in to make it worth something and just be prepared to sacrifice everything, pretty much all I could say.
Wow.
Because that's what we did. Like I worked for ages doing nights and weekends and I pushed my pay up by learning more and more, qualified more and more, being specialised more and more, which has obviously helped me now, but I wasn't thinking about that when we bought our first house. I keep trying more and more. I work 6 days a week in town. I'd be doing massive days. I'd be managing guys. I was the youngest person on site as the head foreman and they hated it. But because I had the most qualifications and stuff. So it made me good money and that's how we could afford our house.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'd say to people is just get prepared to sacrifice everything. And I wanted to buy a house really bad in Waikanae, of all places, because I'm staying around Kapiti because I'd love to go travel the world and whatnot, but my mum's still in Kapiti. I'm still a mama's boy, so I've got to look after her. And she's bought a house in Kapiti and I've got to do her house up as well. And so it's all, I can't go too far, otherwise it's too much travel fees.
You're not going to charge your mum travel fees, are you?
No way.
Okay, phew.
I've tried to. Just no. But that's what's quite good about staff now, that I don't have to go do it. And they can just kind of fill the gaps up and go fix my mum's house, which is quite helpful. Because working for family, you're like, ugh.
Yeah, no, family and
never work
business.
for family.
No. So, Brett, what's next for you?
What's next is I'm trying to grow our business differently. I'm trying to, talking about how we want to be the reputation. So I'm reaching out to places I like. So I'm doing it my way. As one of the best business advice I've ever had is don't use business advice at all. Do it your way. And I obviously watch what people do and I take it on and still care about doing it properly. I'm not going out now, well, I'm going to be the only plumber with a helicopter kind of bullshit. But it's more like I want to invest myself into the community. So we've sponsored rugby clubs. When people like clubs and stuff want something, I'm more than happy to help. And we will do it as cheap and best we can because it's a they're not making money out of it. We're trying to be then, so put signage everywhere, get in the face of everyone, shake hands with people. And just to be part of the community so that my business has that footprint that shows it cares about the community. And one of the biggest things we do with the business is it's between me and the customer if we're happy. Obviously, you get people that you just can't get happy. But if they're valid, completely understand. It's like, okay, I agree. Let's do this. And we had one recently. The lady wanted some spouting done, but we forgot to do it and it leaked. We were just very busy at the time. But now we look at it and it's like, oh, we learn from mistakes. So her husband recently died and he didn't finish painting the roof. And obviously with our harnesses and our ladders, and I said, look, I want to come and paint your roof. Make up for it. I can come and do it. I'll send the apprentice over. She was more than happy. She said, that's all I needed to, like, I just wanted to know that you take that responsibility. And she's got us doing heaps more work for her. And that's how I kind of want to run a business, is I want people to know that I'm not going to be that. You know how some tradies are like, oh, it's perfect, and run away. If you're not happy, just let me know. Just that communication.
On this note, I actually have a few things for you to look at.
I know. That's why I brought my ute without my tools. You learn these tricks, eh? Oh, I've got to go get my tools. And I just won't come back. No, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. Brett, it's been absolute pleasure to have you today.
Thank you.
I feel like I need to have you more often. You just
give me some business advice.
Filled my cup.
What do you think I could do?
Well, you're already copying me by being in the community.
Yeah, I know.
By having your billboards. So.
Maybe I could dress up as a woman and do women's business like you.
Yeah.
I know Bryony does it, but maybe we could double down.
Yeah, I think you just divide and conquer,
Yeah,
you know?
that's it.
Divide and conquer. I think you guys are doing really well. You've got a good reputation, and I think personality matters.
Yeah, massive. So that's one thing I've watched with everybody financially successful. They are the success.
Exactly.
It's not their money, it's them. They're the ones pushing it. They're the ones driving it. They have fingers in pies. And every time you see someone with that success step away, you know it's going to kind of crumble. You're like, oh, get back, get back, get back. So you have to be the face and you have to be there.
You know, it's interesting because for me, money is an amplifier, right? And you've heard it before. People always say this. It amplifies who you are. If you're a dude person, the money will just amplify that.
Yeah.
And if you're a good person at heart, the money will amplify that. Like money allows me, if I have the extra money, as you say, I put it back into community.
Yeah.
I sponsor sport teams, you know, I make sure that if people need something, they get it. I look after my team, you know, and things like that. So it's about giving back.
Yeah, totally.
Because then it comes back to you.
Exactly, tenfold. And it's not a financial decision. It's actually I just want to be able to do it. You know? And I want to be able to be part of the community. And it's Bryony hates it because she's got her head screwed on much more straight than I do. And she's like, oh, another one. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But then she sees it. It helps the business grow. And that's what I want. It's not just the business, but we are part of a community. And she kind of hates it sometimes. You probably get it. You go to the supermarket, your face is on buses and you're like, it's Sunday.
Oh, honestly, it's funny because I've got radio ads and now through this podcast as well, people starting to get to know my voice.
Yeah.
So I could be talking and before I even say who I am, people already know who I am. Because
it's quite rhythmic, your name. It's like Dr. Seuss read it. Zibaniso Alamova.
Dr. Seuss.
It's like a Dr. Seuss name.
I love it. He's one of my favorite authors.
Awesome name.
My favorite book recently, I've been reading it more and more often, was The Kids, The Places You Go. Do you know that one? Oh, The Places You Go. Oh, so good. So good. I highly recommend. It's really interesting because when I look at it from the adult point of view, it goes through motions of, it talks about how great your life could be, how you can dream of anything, you can be anything. And then you'll be the best of the best. And then one day you're not.
Yeah.
And then you drop into this place. And I think he talks about a little bit about depression. But in a kids-friendly way.
Kid-friendly depression.
I know, like literally he talks about, you know, how you're going to be feeling very lonely and how you're going to feel really low and blah, 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 blah. And then it goes into, again, a bit of a high. So it's sort of, the story is about not giving up and just continue pursuing your dreams. So it's a really good book. I highly recommend.
You should be handing that out with your Zivani Salamova name on it and then you could steal it.
Okay.
And then you could be like, this is my business advice to you.
Actually, there you go. This is my business advice. Go and read Dr. Seuss, The Places You Go.
Oh, I thought it was green eggs and ham. That's right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brett, for coming today.
All right. Thanks.
Bye. And that's a wrap on That Home Loan Hub. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join me next time for more property tips and tricks. Your next smart move starts here.